What's up, y'all? Today I'm gonna talk about the universe and getting in sync with it, and how to recognize what you're doing is what you should be doing. I believe that the universe speaks to you. People call the universe their God or the creator, or it's what you pray to. Like I myself don't pray per se. I have different views about God than a lot of others have. The religion aspect of it turns me off. Um, there's too many rules and too many religions and too many gods for all of them to be right. Each one of them thinks that they're right, and there's too many of them, which makes it logically impossible. So I choose to believe that we were created by something I don't know. I have a lot of theories. Number one on my list is simulation. It sounds otherworldly. That's because it is. But if you think about it logically, that is the best conclusion. The most reasonable conclusion to come to is that we're some type of program. I mean, everything, the world and the stars and the sun and our bodies work too well to just happen. So I believe that we were created. Evolution is our creator tweaking something in us so we can adapt to our environments better. I don't believe that organisms just do it themselves. They have some kind of coaching and some kind of direction, and I believe that's what our creator is. It's that intuitive feeling that you feel. It's what you hear when you close your eyes and talk to yourself. That voice is our creator, and it really is no other explanation for it. You can hear yourself talk without your lips moving. You can see yourself with your eyes closed. And those kind of things are supernatural. And for those reasons, I believe we do have a creator. But what I want to talk about today is syncing up with your path in your universe. Technically, everyone is the center of their own universe. Because see, I'm standing right here. I'm in a specific position of space and time. Okay? Everything around me is coming from my eyes. I'm the middle of everything that I see. Okay? And if I move back here, I become the middle of that area. And if I move over here, I'm the middle of that area. And that person over there, that's the center of their universe, because that's where they're at. So technically, you are the center of your own universe. Now, as far as thoughts and beliefs creating our universe, I'm a little contradicted there. There's too many variables. There's too many other people thinking about stuff for what you think and believe to be the one reality. So much has to happen for something to work that I don't think that we're in control of it. We're probably in control of our own aspects of it, but we have to be aware that there are billions of other people with their own central universes that are trying to survive in this program as well. Okay, so syncing up with the universe. One way that I know that I'm heading in the right direction and that my path is on what the universe has for me is that time will sync up. Like everything I do will fall into sync. Let's see, an example is that, let's say I wake up late and I'm supposed to be somewhere. What will usually happen is that whenever I get there is the perfect time, because the other party might not have been there, or something held something back, and those type of things. The unexpected syncing and lining up of time is the most obvious way that you can see if you're on the right path, so to speak. So time syncing up. Let's see, what would be another example of that? let's say you're taking a shower and you're waiting for. Okay, let me use this personal example. I'm taking a shower and I'm waiting for my girl to call me to come pick her up. Well, I've been in the shower a few minutes longer than I should have, and she should be already done according to the time that she gave me to come get her. So I get out the shower, I put my clothes on, and I'm about getting ready to tell her on the phone that I'm on the way, and she's calling me, telling me to come get her at the exact same moment. Now, that's not planned. I planned to be out the house already, but I took a long shower for whatever reason and got dressed, and that time bump, so to speak, put me right where I needed to be. I didn't have to wait for her to call. I didn't have to do anything. It just lined up, and and that specific time, it just flowed. It just flowed. When you're in sync with your own universe, you'll notice a flow. It's that's time. That's the time aspect of it. There are so many aspects of it that has to sync up. Other people have their own agendas, and just because you're on one doesn't mean that they're on the same thing. Everyone's on a different path, and we meet people, and we sync up with people. Exactly at the moment that we're supposed to. Like you're not gonna be around someone when you're not supposed to. There's lessons there. Everything that we've done, every decision that we made up until this point leads up to that point, and that is exactly where we're supposed to be, or else we would not be there. I make the mistake of saying, bad things that happen to me. I tend to view them as mistakes, and but in reality, there is no bad and good. There just is. Even the most terrible thing that you can think of, whoever's doing that thing in their mind, it was the best thing for them to do. So everyone lives in their own reality, and the hard part is being an individual and respecting other individuals for being in their own reality. We tend to think of them as an intrusion into our reality, when in reality, they are there for a specific purpose. And if you don't learn the lesson that is there with that person, then you're just gonna keep getting that lesson over and over. Which is why I believe I can't keep a regular old job, because I'm not learning that lesson that that's not what I'm supposed to be doing. I think I have now, though. Only time will tell. So far, I'm still on sync time-wise. I haven't been late for anything lately. I haven't had any unexpected barriers as far as the time continuum is concerned. I'm still not on sync with other people. I don't think I ever will be. But as far as the time, the space part of it is different. I don't really fully have a grasp on that. But the time part, I'm aware of, and all time is relative. Time is as fast as the person experiencing it. So in that point, you're never late for anything. But our society runs on a 24-hour clock, which is a human invention. So for some reason, we're supposed to work during the day and rest at night, where it probably would be more productive to do the opposite. But what do I know? I just exist in this society. So yeah, the 7-day calendar is a human invention. For some reason, we're only supposed to work 5 days, and then the weekends are for other stuff. That's whoever thought of that wasn't really Wasn't really thinking about much, but except for their profits. I feel that we should work whenever we want to. But our society, that type of thinking is a fantasy. I'm in Disneyland if I think that something like that will ever happen. So I take it individually. I live my life as it comes to me. I try not to make things happen. I accept it. What happens? That's part of life. Even the bad stuff, so-called bad stuff. Everything's a lesson. Another thing about time is that you need to understand that it can change at any point. Time is a dimension. It does not flow forward. We are under the illusion that it does because we created a calendar and a clock. Time just exists. It doesn't move forward or backwards, which is why when things happen in our life, they happen in the blink of an eye. Nothing that happened to you in your life you expected. Nothing. You might have had a picture of it, but it didn't work out the way you expected to. We go through life making plans and schedules, and when is the last time you made a plan and everything went according to it? I'm going to go ahead and say never, because it doesn't happen for me, which is why I stopped planning. Like, I don't even like planning the next day. Holy shit. Big ass deer, bro, just like flew past this big empty field. That's the best look I ever got at a deer since I've been down here. I think it was huge. Luckily, I was here just in time to see it. See what I mean? So yeah. Damn, I lost my train of thought. So time flows differently for everyone. Yeah, I was talking about lessons that you're gonna keep getting the same lesson in life until you learn from it. Yeah, schedules don't ever work out the way that you want them to. I don't even like scheduling the next day or the next hour. Like, I just wake up and do what I feel, like what comes to me. I know that sounds kind of reckless to people, but I mean, it works for me. It works for me. It's impossible to expect things to be the same every day. So my advice is just go with the flow. You don't know what that flow will be until you experience it. Just ride the current. Don't force stuff. Accept whatever happens. I'll give you the example of my job, which I've talked about a few times already. Because it was so unexpected, and I should have known better, and kept telling myself that it could have happened at any time, and it did. But I accepted it. I could have fought it. I could have made steps to try to get my job back, but I didn't. I just accepted it and just waited to see what the next day would bring me, and it brought me here, talking to you on YouTube and getting my head right. I just went for a run. I ran 3.5 miles. I didn't do it all at once because I'll probably be dead right now, but I did it. I might have started and stopped it a few times, but I'm getting better. So yeah, that's it. Space, time. I talked about time. If it starts to sync up for you, then you're headed on the right path. If you're always late for stuff, if you never seem to do anything on time, if people around you just can't seem to link up with you in your schedule, you're doing something wrong, and you need to change it so you can sync up and get back on your path that the universe has for you.